Okay, good morning, y'all. It's Lonnie. We're in the shed again, of course, and it's time to pull some more eBay orders. It is actually Friday, and I took the day off of yard sales to kind of catch up. I think I will probably go out tomorrow, and I don't know, maybe I hit 5 or 6 of them tomorrow, just to see if there's any like home run type items. The problem is when I go out, it's really hard for me not to buy what I usually buy, and I want to wait a little while. I want to sell off some of what I already have here before I really do much more buying, but we'll see what happens. I would like to get out tomorrow though, because I do just enjoy getting out there and going through the motions, and not even if I don't buy stuff. So anyway, we'll see what happens with that. Y'all might have seen this past, maybe you didn't, I don't know, past weekend, when we were in Tennessee at a estate sale in Memphis, I bought this little iPod Shuffle. It had the box, had the charger, everything, and this thing is mint condition. It's like a 2 GB model, and I was gonna sell it, and I was like, you know, this thing is really cool. I had one a long time ago, and still I don't know if there's anything better when you're working out, which I don't do enough of, or what I used it for is like cutting grass and yard work and stuff. It didn't get any better than this. This thing weighs nothing, so I'm keeping this little guy. The 2 GB model, I mean, you can fit a lot on there. I normally will listen to like podcasts or maybe an audiobook or something like that, but I'm hanging on to that. Oh, okay, so let's see, what are we pulling today? We've got some pretty good stuff going out. Okay, I have a Superbook. Let's see, Peter's Escape. It's the Superbook. Here it is, right here. Right here. And actually I got, what did I pay for these things? 10 or 20 bucks. I can't remember. It's been a little while now. But I literally like paid what, 1 or 2 of the books once they sold, which I sold a bunch already, paid for the whole lot. Now I've been in profit on these for quite a while. $13.99 free ship on this. It'll ship at $2.75 media rate, and it's gonna just ship in a little bubble mailer thing. All right, I just grabbed this off of this shelf right here. Rhythm Heaven for Nintendo DS, $9.99 plus shipping on top for that. That came with a DS that I bought. There were like 2 or 3 games that were $10 or more with the DS, so I sold them separately. I don't mind selling something like this for 10 bucks. That's a good little sale. All right, I got to go back here and get my Dorbz box. It actually has another box on top of it. Try not to collapse anything here. All right, I sold a Poison Ivy out of here. Dorbz number 32. These have actually been kind of moving, haven't they? This is it right here. This is Poison Ivy. All right, $9.94 free ship on that. So yeah, this is not bad. I've got what, 10 left now? I started with more than twice that many. Okay, this is supposedly 13 phone jacks. Let's see, 4, 8, 12, 13. Yep, 13 phone jacks that I sold. I picked these jacks up last year at a yard sale where there was a barn in the back that had a bunch of telephone jacks and other equipment like that, wire, all kind of stuff. And the lady told me I could have it all for free, so I took it all for free. If you want to see that video, I'll link it down below. It's this video right here. But yeah, I'm slowly selling through that stuff. It's all free money at this point. I do have some of the stuff that's not listed, but yeah, for these 13 jacks I got $19.99 plus shipping on top. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna ship these yet. I might try and fit them in a PFRE, or I may go with like a think they're probably going to be too heavy to go first class. And actually, I think they they paid for a priority anyway. So it'll either be PFRE or it'll be cubic rate shipping through pirate ship. So yeah, good sale though. All right, I got my packages packed. Just this little stack right here. Yeah, the phone jacks I was able to fit into like one of those little 1096L boxes and put it in one of those padded flat rates. The last thing I'm shipping today is this Yamaha stereo receiver, CR 2020. This was an estate sale pickup, and I'll link that video down below too if y'all want to see the background on this stereo pickup. But I picked it up real short. I picked it up at an estate sale. There was a guy looking at it already, and they weren't going to sell it. They said that the stereo was going to go at the house because it was wired to the speakers that are in the house. And so he was arguing with the lady, and then he walked off, and I said, yeah, I understand, but it is kind of weird. And then she said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll call the people. So she called the owners of the house, and they said, no, you could sell it. Then she had to go around and, you know, I told her, I said, hey, I'll buy it. Oh, the price is going to be $150, but it was half of that because it was Sunday. So it was $75. And I was just like licking my chops because I'd already looked this up on eBay. And she had to go around looking for the other guy. So she had told him no. She ended up not finding him. She sold it to me. I ran up to the front with it. I paid and I scrammed. And it's been, I think it's been up for about maybe a week and a half or so, tops. Maybe only like a week. And I've had a few offers, but I put it up at $750, our best offer. And somebody made an offer of $650 plus shipping last night. And they had really good feedback and stuff. And I took it really quickly. So that's an awesome sale. $75 into $650 minus fees. And no, I did not promote this thing. I didn't do promoted listings on this. You know, kind of unique stuff like this, I don't do promoted listings on, especially if they're like really expensive. Promoting this would have been pretty, you know, it could have cost me like 30 bucks or more. So, but anyways, I'm gonna bring the other packages that I have. I'm gonna bring those to the post office now, and I'm gonna measure this thing, and I'm gonna buy a few boxes at the box store, and I'm gonna buy some peanuts, some styrofoam peanuts, and I'm gonna have to pack the you know what out of this thing because it is heavy, expensive and heavy. This thing is 45 pounds as it sits. By the time it's packed up, it's probably going to be 55 or so, depending on how much packing I put into it. But I got to make sure this thing is protected. All right, so here's my dimensions: 21 1/4, 17 and 6 5/8. So I'm gonna try and do box in a box here for sure. Or I'm going to do box in a box. So when I'm at the box store, which I'm buying a big bag of peanuts regardless of what I buy, what else I buy. Hopefully they have something that's gonna work for me as far as box in a box. We'll see. Okay, so I just got back from the packing store. I brought my little USPS packages out too. But let me show y'all what I bought. I'm going all out. This is a 24 by 24 by 12 box. Stereo is going to go into this box. Now I might cut a little bit of height off of it, trim it down some, and then I have another box that box is going to go into. This is a 28-28-12 box that 24-24-12 is going to go into. I'm going to have, in between those two boxes, I'm going to have plenty of packing peanuts. And trust me, that this goes a long way. I've used this before. And then I have a little bit of like large bubble. I don't use large bubble very much, but I'm going to use it this time on this stereo. So yeah, this sucker is so heavy. It's so heavy. I may put a little foam Also, on the faceplate here, I have some roll foam that I might use for that. Okay, step one complete. I got my 24-24-12 box constructed, whatever. And then I wrapped the stereo with a couple of layers of big bubbles. And then I covered, this is the back side here. I used foam on top of that, and I also used foam here on the front panel. And then I came across with the bubbles and I sealed it up with tape. So step one complete. I'm going to put a few peanuts in the bottom, real light layer though, because we got to get this sucker cut down just a tad to get it into the other box. So I really want to get a couple inches off of this box if I can from the top. All right, there's a thin layer of peanuts here, and I'm just gonna barely have room. I'll be fine. I'll be able to squish some peanuts down both sides and have more room on the front and back, of course. Then I'm gonna come across with a real thin layer here, and I should be able to lop off just a little bit here to give myself some room to double box. Okay, got the got the voids filled with peanuts here. I think we're good. I got a small layer on top, and I'm gonna come through and just lop off this part right here. I'm gonna freehand it with my little resizer tool, just back right here. And I really need two hands, so I'm gonna put y'all down, but I'll just come through right here across each side. All right, so I got my perforations all around. I cut up the corners. So now we'll be able to get a little fold going here. Get this nice and tight. Fold it down and then tape it up. Sorry for the camera work. I'm gonna have to put y'all down. Okay, so now this box is sealed, and guess what? It feels really good. Like, you got bubbles with peanuts and all that stuff. And in most cases I would say this would be good enough, but not in this case. In this case, this is the 28-by-28-by-12 monster box. Gonna put a base layer of peanuts in here, and then place this other box into this box, and then put peanuts around the side, peanuts on top, and then close her up. Okay, now my resize worked. I have my layer of peanuts on the bottom, as you can see down there. So this is sitting on top of peanuts, and then I've got plenty of room along each side and still some room on top to put another layer of peanuts. So this thing is going to be completely encased in foam. That's a good thing. Let's get this stuff in here. Not going to take too many. Pour some on top, and then I'll work it down the sides. And then I'll do another pour. The peanuts, this bag of peanuts was like $9. These boxes, one was $5. The other one was $7. I added some amount for handling, but not much, maybe $5 or something like that. So I'm basically covering box price out of the purchase price. Which, when you're selling something for $6.50, you got plenty of room to maneuver. So this sale was definitely worth it though. And I will have some peanuts left. Not a ton, but I'll have some. All right, we're getting close. Look, We've got them all the way down each side. I'll do a little bit of stuff in there. Not much, they don't really need it. Yeah. All right, we just need a few more. Okie doke. I think that's a wrap, y'all. Yeah. I like it. I feel good about this box. Other than, look how big it is. Holy crap. This thing is huge. I think I've shipped a bigger box than this. Maybe once. But I feel good about this box. It's gonna make it. All right, here she is. And yeah, there's a lot of tape on it. I taped in multiple directions so there's no single point of failure anywhere. And let's see what this thing weighs. It must have, the stereo must have weighed less than I thought it did, because the whole package is coming off at 45 pounds 4 ounces. So it's going to ship at 46 pounds. And this is a 28 by 28 by 12 box, but it's probably going to be, no, actually it's pretty dang close to 28 there. A lot of times you might as well just add another inch on each dimension, but I'm gonna have to measure it and see, because I know FedEx will. And then I'll tell y'all exactly how much this package is costing me to ship. Okay, it's all packed up, and the breakdown of the money went, as far as the shipping is concerned, customer paid $26.90 something. No, I'm sorry. Customer paid $29 something. My cost for this package to ship it was $26 something, which is really cheap. I mean, it's huge and it's heavy. The reason it's so cheap is it's going to Texas, which is 1 state away. So it's about as cheap as it could possibly get. That's why I didn't sweat. Like, if it was going further away, I probably would have like sweated the dimensions of the box a little bit. Like, I would have cut them down somewhat in one dimension or another, because I didn't need 24 square, like 24 on the box. I could have done like 24-20 or something, and then I could have cut this box down some too to help save some dimensional weight. But anyway, they paid 29 something. I paid 26 something, but then I added insurance. The insurance brought it up with FedEx. Insurance brought the package, the shipping cost up to 33 something. So, you know, that I was always planning on having to put a little something into this shipping though. Whenever I listed this, that was just part of the deal. So hopefully this makes it. Y'all cross y'all's fingers for me. Hopefully they love the stereo and they're happy with it, because if they don't, this is going to be a bear to deal with. So anyways, thanks for joining me for the video today. I will see y'all again tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye bye.